Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about Ethereum and picking up where we left off in the previous Ethereum video. Now, in the previous Ethereum video, I was talking about this particular consolidation that we're currently seeing, how we've had the price of Ethereum very tight since around the second week of September. It's been within these particular patterns here. The one on the left is a descending pattern, and the one on the right is an ascending pattern. Even though yesterday I kind of had them kind of bunched more together, I need to call it what it is. So there's two separate patterns. This current pattern that we're within, that I am believing that is an ascending pattern. This one started on October 13th, and this is when we had the price of Ethereum complete what I'm calling so far its second wave from this much larger a wave impulse that goes back from the beginning of the 52-week low that we had with Ethereum back in the middle of June. So that would be the completion of the 5-wave down to the downside, going all the way from Ethereum's all-time high, and then this new set of waves that we're within. It went from this wave one that went up to around a little bit above $2,000 by the middle of August. So over a 2-month span, we had seen Ethereum's price go from just under $900 to then being above $2,000. And that was the wave one. And this wave two, it had retraced quite a bit within a 5-wave move. And what we had seen is there was a lot of consolidation as Ethereum was completing its last wave. And that's why I said it was within this descending pattern. As the price of Ethereum had come down, we had seen it consolidate a lot. So it had an A, B, C, D, E triangular wave pattern within it. And then right after the E wave, then the price of Ethereum had fallen through, leading us into where I called the end of that wave two. So I'm hoping that makes sense to everybody. So now I kind of just rearranged things in this video in comparison to the previous video and just actually breaking down this other pattern a bit differently. So we can see how this one is more so of an ascending pattern. So here on October 21st, we had seen the price of Ethereum drop down to around that $1,250 support, and then it quickly bounced back up, and we're back around that Fibonacci level that we've been trying to get over. So to show you guys that, we have this Fibonacci level that's at 1320 that Ethereum has been kind of struggling to manage to hold above it. And that's one of the things right now that does have a lot of resistance with Ethereum. Not only that, though, our 20-day moving average is right around the same price as well, and so is our 50-day moving average, is just about there as well. So just to pan back here, and you guys can see what's going on. So that's our 618 Fibonacci level, and then we have our 50% Fibonacci level over here. And where we're at, though, too, is if we were to continue trading sideways, I know I showed you guys this plenty of times, but if we were to continue trading sideways, we would just end up falling out of this falling wedge pattern that Ethereum has been in. But if we can get a decent sized price pump to actually happen here and start breaking through the 20 and the 50-day moving average, and we can actually get up to past that $1,400 resistance that we have, then Ethereum will be able to break out of this wedge pattern that it's in. So now looking at how things are currently lining up within our moving averages, where our 20-day moving average is right around where we're at this moment, and that's at a price of around 1320, so it's right at that Fibonacci level. And then we have our 50-day moving average that is very close to being at $1,400. So that's one of the reasons why we have this support and this resistance around this Fibonacci level, and that's kind of where our moving averages have lined up to. So if we're able to start pumping through these different moving averages, and especially these current trend lines that we're within this ascending triangle, if we can start pumping through this and pumping that 50-day moving average, then it would be very easy to be able to break through this falling wedge that we've been in since November. And if that was the case, then Ethereum has a pretty good shot of seeing a bit more of a rally, but just a lot of things currently holding us down. There's very little volatility with Ethereum. Even when we do see a pretty decent sized price drop within a day, it quickly rises back up to around that Fibonacci level to go back and try to retake it. And that's what we've been dealing with. So looking at how we've had these couple days here within this pattern where we've seen decent price moves where the price had come down but then went back to try to take its spot, This is causing what I would just say all part of an ABC correction. So looking at things now, if we were to say that this price that we're at back on October 13th, where Ethereum had fallen to $1,250, from that point on into, say, October 17th, where we saw Ethereum go to around $1,340, and then we had come down just on this day on October 21st, and that could be our B wave. So if we've seen an A, B, C, hopefully the C is going to be the big breakout, and hopefully that would be what would take us to break out of this trend line here and hopefully take us above our 50-day moving average. And what would be really nice if we were to see this break out of the trend. But I mean, who knows if things are going to happen that fast? So just to put a C wave to the upside, that would be the next move, hopefully, what is going to happen. I mean, we're already seeing a pretty decent sized price pump on this day, going from $1,250 to $1,300. So that's a much bigger price move for Ethereum than what we've been seeing. So here in the short term, everything that we're kind of waiting for is for Ethereum to get back above that 1320 Fibonacci level to start breaking through these 20 and 50-day moving averages. And if it's able to get to that price of around $1,400 and hopefully end up breaking through this trend line. So not just the ascending trend line, but the falling wedge, the big falling wedge trend line that it's been in since November. If it's able to do all that, then we have a pretty good shot of seeing Ethereum start to see some larger price moves. And also worth looking at is our bull market support band, currently our bear market resistance band, and that starts at the price of around $1,450 right now, but I'm sure that since a little bit of time has gone on here, we're going to continue seeing this fall a little bit lower. And with that, if we are able to get on the other side of that and see the price of Ethereum go up to around $1,650, things can become a lot more interesting with Ethereum and the entire crypto market. So here's that falling wedge that we've been in, and you can see how this has really determined a lot of what it has been doing since its all-time highs. So plenty of attempts to try to break out of this, but has not succeeded yet. And now we are getting closer and closer to seeing the next attempt happen here. So with that being said, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions about this. Do you guys think that the price of Ethereum had already reached that 52-week low? I would like to know. So from here, I'll see you guys in the next cryptocurrency video coming right after this. Thank you for watching and listening.